there was a massive hole in the engine block, which the con rod blew straight through it. So
yo, what's happening, peeps? Monday morning, fairly bright and early. Just done the school run, took little man to school. Now we're on the road. Quite a quiet day today. Nothing super special going on. I've only got 2 jobs booked in. The first one is for a 2008 Ducati Monster 695. That one is just going into the garage for a bit of repair work. It has been sat for quite a while, but now the bike doesn't start, so it can be a case where it's just the battery. It could be a starter motor, it could be an electric fork, it could be a switch, it could be anything. Especially as it is a Ducati, not the most reliable bike. Nice bikes to look at, but it's not #1 for reliability. Now that job got sent over to me by O'Keefe Recovery. Shout out to O'Keefe Recovery. If you don't know who he is, good friend of mine's, and we have been working together for a few years now, pretty much since I started. He's one of the few companies that I work closely with. Now, like myself, he's got his own recovery business, so I've had a few people ask me, like, how do we work together? Is he not the competition? Yes and no. I say yes because obviously he's got his own recovery company, I've got my own. Technically speaking, we are each other's competition. However, we work a lot together, both O'Keefe and a couple of other companies, very few other motorcycle recovery and transport companies that I work with. Now, if I can't cover a job, he covers it for me and vice versa. And that way we keep all the bikes within our network and we keep everything rolling within our network. That way we take over. That's all a part of the plan. So massive shout out to O'Keefe. He's been supporting the team from day one. So yeah, man, thank you for that, brother. But yeah, so that's job #1. Job #2, we got an electric bike today. First electric bike I'll ever move. It's not because it's broken down or non-operational or anything like that, but it's because the customer's relocating homes. And due to the distance, they didn't want to ride it. I'm not too sure if it's because of the range or because they're just not confident riding that far. I also believe it is a 125. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. Now, I didn't do tons of research on that bike, but when the customer asked me to move it, I just done a quick internet search, saw what it was. It looks quite small. So I'm gonna safely assume it's like a 125 or that sort of size anyways. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one because, like I said, I've never moved an electric bike, so it'll be quite cool to see it and hopefully even get to see it in action. So fingers crossed, we'll have a chat with the customer and see if they are happy to let me do a bit of checks on the bike. Just a nice little walk around as you do. Hopefully I get to start it up and see what it's really about, because like I said, I've never seen an electric bike in person, in action, apart from like at the MCE bike shows and NEC and all of that stuff. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that one. So yeah, quiet day today, only 2 jobs booked in, but you never know, the phone could ring at any point and another job could be booked in. So yeah, man, when we get to the bike and all that, I'll show you lot what's going on. Ducati, not too excited about that one, but I'll still show it, of course. And also the electric bike, so we'll check that one out and I'll let you lot know what's going on. So yeah, I'll catch you lot soon.
First electric bike on the cards. Here she is, Super Soco TC Max. This one is the equivalent of a 125cc bike. It's got a range of about 90 miles and it does about 58 miles an hour apparently. So yeah, like you can see, very, very tidy bike. This one really does remind me of the Honda CB125. From the colors to the shape to everything else, I do think this is quite cool. Another thing that I really do like about this bike is the keys. Keyless start, lock and unlock button. You hit the unlock button, you get a nice little chirp. This bike is a twist and go, which I'm not too keen on. I do love my gears, but for something that you used to run around town on, nice and easy. Very, very nice touches on this bike. What I really do like as well, both master cylinders up front, really do like it. Some nice LED headlights as well. Very, very nice touch. So yeah, I think these bikes go for about $4,000 from new, or just over $4,000, which is not too bad because obviously you don't pay for petrol at all. It's fully electric. Got your little charging port there. Let's switch it on and see what's what. So that's the power button. Obviously it's keyless, so hit the power button. Okay, what's going on there? Maybe the key needs to be a bit closer. So let's unlock again. There we go. We got the chirp again. There we go. So we hit the power. Banging. So 100% charge, 87 mile range, just over 1,500 miles done on this bike. Very, very nice. Lock it. And what I did as well, I did move the bike without pressing the unlock button, and not only did the alarm go off, but it's like it started to judder back and forth. Like I think the back wheel locks up and it doesn't allow the bike to move without it being unlocked. So is it a yes from me? Yes. Now, obviously being electric, the bike is very, very, very quiet. So in terms of getting heard on the road, you probably won't get heard on the road, but you'd have to be seen. But yeah, I really do like it, man. I really do like it. Like I said, it does remind me of the CB125, which is a tidy bike for what it is. So yeah, I definitely give this one a thumbs up. First electric bike on the cards, and yeah, sort of exceeded my expectations. I actually think it's quite cool. Like, these electric bikes will grow on me. I am a petrol head, so I do love my petrol, from the sound to the vibration to the smell to everything to do with a petrol bike. Obviously moving forward, the electric bikes don't really give you that, but I like this one. I like it. Really, really nice bike, and for what you pay, can't really go wrong. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. And moving forward, electric bikes in general, what do you guys think? Normally I wouldn't do 2 talking segments in a video, but it's turned into a busy day from the 2 bikes. Obviously earlier on I collected the Ducati Monster and the Soco TC Max. So from there I got 3 other call outs that I've covered 1 of them, and I've got 2 of them in the van. The first one was an Italian scooter. I've never seen it before, never heard of it. All I know is it's an Italian bike and it's 250. Now, it was an import. The customer did bring it over from Italy, which is why it's got no plate on there. So it's getting road registered in the UK. So I just dropped that down to the garage to get sorted out, to do their MOT and whatever checks they need to do, whatever modifications and all of that good stuff. So yeah, that's that. Next up, I got a GSXR K6 in the back right now. It's a 600. Now, this one unfortunately was involved in a collision with a car. Very good friend of mine's. Was he in an amazing condition? No, he wasn't. However, he was all right. He was still talking. We're not too sure if anything's broken as yet, but I just wanted to pick the bike up and get out of there, man. So I've done exactly that. So I've got the bike in the back of the van now, and that's going over to one of the garages.
So yeah, he should be all right. Fingers crossed. I'm just waiting to hear back from him. He did go away in the ambulance, so yeah, fingers crossed he's okay. Next up, we got a Big Bang R1, and that one had a major oil leak. It's probably one of the worst oil leaks I've seen, like within the space of a few minutes. Like the whole back wheel soaked, and yeah, he was pretty lucky. Luckily, his friend was riding behind him and he noticed what was going on, so he obviously stopped him and let him know that you got mad oil coming out of the back of the bike. So yeah, so that one we picked up as well in West London. Now the Big Bang is going to a friend's over at RMC, man like Ryan. Now what Ryan does, he specializes in sport bikes. Anything to do with your sport bikes, from servicing to brakes to engine rebuilds to new engines, anything to do with a sport bike. If anyone can do it, Ryan can. He's one of the very few people that I actually allow to touch my bikes, because I'm very picky when it comes to who works on my bikes. But yeah, Ryan is one of them. So we'll be over there in about 5 minutes. We'll be at RMC, so we'll get the Big Bang out of the van, and then yeah, we'll have a quick look as to what's what.
So the R1 that pissed all over the van. After further investigation, Ryan found that there was a massive hole in the engine block, which the con rod blew straight through it. So what it means for the customer, he needs to get a brand new engine for this Big Bang. Unlucky for him, but not the end of the world. I mean, he could get it rebuilt, but what it's going to cost to rebuild it, it's going to cost too much, man. So might as well just get a new engine, whack it in there. But yeah, let's look at the Bang anyways. Cherry frame, pre-facelift, Big Bang. I really like these ones. With the paint, nice paint job, metallic black. I do like it, but carbon, I'm a massive fan of carbon. But if it was me, I'll take these carbon covers off the frame, man, because that cherry frame, it's probably one of the best Big Bang frames in my opinion. But yeah, man, on to the next. Good luck to the customer and all of that stuff. Yeah, so both oily bikes are unloaded. That I already cleaned some up, and then we got all of this oil to clean up as well, man. Brake cleaner, bit of cloth, it's got to be done, man. So that's it, that's me for today, people. Thank you for tuning in as always, and I'll catch you lot on the next one. Peace.